back under the hat. Yes, it's me, I'm back. And it's been quite a while, to be fair, but the real reason is because I haven't really enough to talk about, really. I know there's been a few things going on in the WWE that have happened over the last couple of months, but nevertheless, here we are, and we're here approaching Wrestlemania, so this episode is really going to be about the hype of WrestleMania 27, and also the hype of WrestleMania 28, which I'm very glad to say is in Miami, which is going to be great, because I've always wanted to go to Miami, and me and my Mania Living a Dream team are all eager to get there, as well as we are at Atlanta, fortunate enough to get tickets together to this one. So this will be my 7th WrestleMania in a row, which I'm very, very proud to have accomplished so many, and that's also one of the things I want to talk about. And also, it's the 80th episode of UTH Under the Hat, so a big thanks to all the subscribers who have been watching it over the last few years, and also, Sydney, my compadre, my brother from another mother. Basically, it's his birthday this week, so a big happy birthday to Sid, and I'm sure you'll leave all your comments down below saying happy birthday to Sydney over in Sydney. So hopefully we'll get another one of those Sydney from Sydneys happening in the next few weeks, preferably before WrestleMania 27, before we jet off over there and get cracking with that. So yeah, on to what's going on in the WWE anyway. There's not too much hype at the moment, really, in regards to WrestleMania 27. I was looking at a few internet rumours and stuff, and what's going to happen, and I know there's a lot of rumours going around of what's happening at WrestleMania 27, but at the moment, the card and the build-up doesn't look much compared to previous Manias, which is in a way a little bit worrying, because they need at least one big match to sell the pay-per-view, and at the moment they haven't got that match. And I know everyone's thinking about this, who is this guy? Is it The Undertaker? Could it be Sting? On the promo of the February 21 Raw, I personally thought it was Sting, you know. I put my hands up to say, yeah, I thought it was Sting, because I heard the rumours a few days before that Sting had signed, and then I saw this promo, and I thought, yeah, this has got to be Sting, because it didn't really look like Taker promo, it looked more like a Sting promo, if you like me, an old school wrestling fan, so I know what WCW were doing back in 97 when Sting was doing all that kind of stuff with the promos back then, and it kind of reminded me of that, but everyone now saying it's The Undertaker, and with the last promo saying Johnny Cash ain't no grave, gonna keep my body down, it's pretty obvious that it is The Undertaker, unless they're trying to pull some, you know, make you think it is and then it's not, but apparently now Sting hasn't even signed, so I don't know what's going on. Apparently they've scrapped the idea of Barrett versus Undertaker, which I'm glad, because coming off the back of 2 HBK matches at WrestleMania, I don't think we want to be seeing Barrett take on Deadman. It doesn't leave many people really to fight left for The Undertaker. I've heard through the grapevine, and I know it would be a great match, and I know it would be 10 years in the making since their last match at WrestleMania, but there's a possibility now of Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania. They fought in WrestleMania 17 10 years ago, X7, and it was a great match, and I'm sure they could put on another great match, and I don't know how you guys feel about the second time, there's been Kane that's fought Undertaker twice at WrestleMania now, there's been Michaels twice, back-to-back Manias, now Triple H would be the 3rd time someone's actually fought Undertaker again at WrestleMania on the streak, and for them to top the last 2 Manias, I think they'd have to try and go one better, and I've been hearing rumours that they could maybe do a streak versus career 2 with Michaels ref. I mean, that sounds great to watch, but really, do we really want to see Triple H lose and have his career finished? I know Triple H is probably going to start, you know, wearing things out. I doubt he's going to be full-time. I reckon he's going to be, you know, not as much in the picture as he used to be at all now, and I don't want his career to finish, surely not. But I don't know what's going to happen there. I think that is possibly the most likely match that they could have at WrestleMania now, because I don't think Goldberg, I don't think is going to be there, even though they try to get him, but the talk's been pretty cold with Goldberg recently, so I don't think that's happening. Sting, I believe it when I see it. And then Lesnar thing fell through. UFC put on the brakes with him and Undertaker, so it's going to be something to do with Triple H and Undertaker, I reckon, now, because the time's wearing thin and there's not enough time to build it. And with the other angles, there's not much going on really that gets you too involved. I mean, I'm glad Del Rio won the Rumble. I think he's great, good heel, one of the best heels we've had in recent years, and it's a new face to win the Rumble. Like I believe it's the first time a non-champion has won the Rumble since 2006, so that's good. And so we're going to get a bit more of a up-and-comer to possibly win the title, and it's going to be the first time the Rumble winners won the title since 2007, WrestleMania 23, so I reckon he's going to definitely win the title off what looks to be Edge. I don't see any of the others winning that Elimination Chamber, apart from Edge, because they've already started a bit of banter, Del Rio and Edge. So I think that's going to be a match at Mania, Del Rio, Edge. You've got to think it's Cena versus Miz, which is very predictable, but, Cena, that is going to be his 7th, I believe, back-to-back world title match at WrestleMania, which is that's ridiculous, to be fair. I mean, Triple H had quite a few back in the day, but I think Cena's even topped him now. I mean, 21, he was 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, yeah, it's his 7th. And then even at WrestleMania 20, he was in the US title match. I don't think he's fought at WrestleMania without being in a title match, ever. Which is unbelievable. But nevertheless. And you got Orton and Punk, which look like they're going to have something going on. But I'm seeing too many single matches coming up. Nothing really, I know probably they'll have Nexus versus the Core. I don't know. WrestleMania at the moment does not look like they're putting it together as well as they could. And time is running thin. But we'll have to see what happens with that. Guest host, yes, the guest host of WrestleMania this year. I mean, I've never really done it before, a host, so to speak. I know there's been this guest host on Raw, so it's probably given them the idea. Now, I know there's rumours, and there's quite a few rumours that it's going to be Justin Bieber. But, I don't know about that. I don't necessarily not like the guy. I mean, I think it was quite a good idea to get him to sing. I've heard that he's going to possibly sing, but to be host, I think that's a bit too much. I mean, I think maybe a performance, yeah, fine. I'll be alright with that. But I think if they're going to get a guest host, they need a legendary wrestler. Old school wrestler, possibly Michaels, possibly Austin. You never know, even The Rock. But I reckon they probably save The Rock till Miami next year, because that's where Rock's from. So look for a Hall of Fame induction there, I reckon. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know, I think if it is Justin Bieber, I think they're getting too much into this PG-13 stuff. I mean, I don't want to offend any of your young subscribers out there, but I think this PG-13 stuff is really, really affecting the company. I don't know if it's just me, well, I know it's just not me, but if you think about it, they're very tame on a lot of the stuff they do these days. I mean, you can't even get cut open without some guy running down with a cloth to wipe it all away. But to have Justin Bieber as a guest host of WrestleMania is just basically, the PG logo on the front of WrestleMania is going to have to be massive, just to fit in with the rest of the pay-per-view, because it's just too PG now. Ridiculous, but, I'll love it forever, but, some guys, you just got to stick with it. Just get over. McMahon's obviously got a thing going on. He's seeing the money. The kids are buying all the merchandise. He's thinking, we got to go PG right now. Let's leave it. It's a business decision. I'm sure the Attitude Era will reoccur one day, but nevertheless, we'll have to wait for that one. Or sort of Attitude. Anyway, I don't think this PG era will last for long. Hopefully not, anyway. But I said that about the spinny belt, and that's still here. Well, it doesn't spin anymore, but it's still the same belt. Apart from that, I think nothing much really has taken shape. Elimination Chamber looks to be a bit of almost like a pointless pay-per-view, a transitional pay-per-view, so to speak. Like, there's no real point. It's very predictable matches. It's almost as if they wouldn't need a pay-per-view now, really, in the middle. Like, because it's obvious who's going to win the matches. Like, it's going to be Edge, Cena, and Miz obviously winning against Jerry the King Lawler. And I would be very shocked if any of those three don't win. Or if they don't win, if any of those three don't end up going to WrestleMania anyway, over the next few weeks in between, where, I don't know, say if someone won, they'd have a little bit of a feud with them and get back that rightful place at winning it. So those three are going to WrestleMania without a shadow of a doubt in my eyes. But yeah, no, apart from that, I think, you know, it's I'm excited. It's going to be great. I mean, I'm always excited going to WrestleMania. It's not just the Mania at the time. I'd like the event to be good. I'd really like to have an event there, because everyone I've been to so far has been great. You know, I mean, there have been weaker ones than others. You know, but this one's, you know, it's looking one of the weaker ones at the moment. But that's still, I'm just not going to take anything away from the actual holiday and the experience of being there, because even with a weight card, you're running on the history, the legacy, and the absolute feeling of being at WrestleMania. And it's, you know, a good card just makes it even better. But a bad card, you know, it's not going to ruin it, but, you know, it'll be disappointing. But I'm sure Vince has got something up his sleeve, even if it is, you know, at the unfortunate career-ending match of Triple H. If they have to do that, Streak versus Career 2, just to sell the pay-per-view, then, you know, I suppose they have to do it. But I hope they don't have to resort to that. I hope they maybe can just do the Undertaker versus Triple H with Michael's ref, with non-stipulation of the streak. But, you know, you never know. I think that would be good. I don't think they need a Streak versus Career match again, because I don't think Triple H is going to be needing to hang it up completely. But nevertheless, yeah, and glad Sean's going to Hall of Fame. I'm really glad of that. I think that's a well-deserved thing, obviously. I think he's obviously going to be a Hall of Famer a long time ago. And I heard Legion of Doom, don't want to spoil any surprises on Raw, but I don't know if it's going to be this Raw or maybe the one after on. But I heard Legion of Doom are looking very, very certain to go in this, and maybe even Diesel as well, which was great to see him at the Rumble. So we could have a really, really good class this year of Hall of Fame. You know, Hall of Fame might end up being better than the Mania. My word. I ever thought I'd hear myself say that. But I'm going to read that as well. I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully we'll have a bit more of an update. Maybe we can get a Sydney from Sydney before WrestleMania 27. We can go over the combo show to see our thoughts on what's going to happen at WrestleMania for all you guys before WrestleMania. So that hopefully we can get that aired before it all takes place. And then by then, hopefully, we know exactly what the card is, and we can think, oh yeah, it is actually pretty good. But yeah, Sydney, happy birthday to you, my man. I hope you're having a great one out there in Sydney. So I think there's only one more thing to say. Okay, so what goes under that stays under that.